Hello. I am back. Remy, aren't you streaming? Remy's still here for the words. Okay, let's see if I can get any. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, I was gonna do elope, Remy. No. Oh. I just wish it showed the words. Okay, give me a second, give me a second. Yes, yes, we can do your reading now, Violet. Yes, yes. It's okay, Violet, calm down. You don't have to get all rabid. But yes, we can do you next, Violet. Since I chose you earlier and you were having problems, so yeah, let me know what your question is. And if you would like, you can choose from one of my freebie spreads right here. And yeah. And do I dream again? For now I find the phantom of the opera is there inside my mind. Is there the phantom of the opera? Is there the phantom of the opera? Whoa, 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 whoa. It's like just about in my vocal range. I do struggle a little bit keeping up with like the vibrato, but I'm hoping if I just sing it enough, I'll be better at it. Except like towards the end when she goes even higher, I don't think I can hit those notes. The phantom of the opera. Oh, love and connections B. Okay. Sorry, I was putting away the other cards. That is what you want, what they want. My relationship is settled. Yeah. So Violet, if you could let me know what kind of connection we are looking at. Is this a friend? Is this family? Is this a crush? Is this a partner? Is this a future person? Or let me know, let me know. Lumberjack. Oh, I didn't know you guys were together. Okay. You want... Awesome. Okay. I swore I told a lot of people. I mean, I think I had thoughts of like... I don't know, that makes sense to me. I don't think you actually like have told me before though. Just put context clues. Yeah, I think I was. I mean, I know you guys have like, you know, talk all the time and stuff. But then again, I don't always like to assume. But yeah, okay. Let me shuffle your cards. We are gonna use this deck because I'm obsessed with the Star Spinner Tarot deck. Really beneficial for the month. Oh, nice! Awesome. Okay, let us see what messages we got for you. Into the bottom of the opera, into the phantom of the opera. Okay, it's Violet. Currently. Do we need to know? Okay, and what does and finally, disconnecting heading. Okay. Let's get your timestamp. Wow, I've been streaming for 2 hours already. I feel like that flew by. I feel like it always does when I do tarot. I think after this reading, I will do at least one more free reading for today. Unless someone donates. Donation readings are open the entire stream, even when I close freebies. But we shall see how it goes. Because I have some art commissions I need to work on today. Okay. Let's copy this. Okay, Violet. Your timestamp is 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 5 seconds. So, since I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube right now, if you ever want to rewatch a reading, you can do so over on my YouTube channel. All my streams save there afterwards, and I usually put the timestamp in the comments below when stream is over. However, I did notice, my YouTube didn't go live. Like, it was still loading for a while, so like the first chunk of stream, I might have to upload separately. on YouTube. So if that's the case, I will put a link in the comments of the live stream on YouTube for those of you who got a reading earlier. Which is crazy because I pressed the go live button for YouTube, but it just like, I guess didn't fully go through, I guess. Like it was like still loading, it was crazy. Anyways. Let me write your timestamp, Violet. Okay. Representing what you are wanting from this connection currently, Violet, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And representing what Jax, your person, is wanting from this connection right now, we got an extra card, and these two came out together, and I felt like it was needed. We have Temperance and the Devil. And representing where this connection is possibly heading, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. So with this Knight of Pentacles, what I'm seeing for you, Violet, and what you're wanting, I feel like this connection, this relationship feels very worth it to you. I feel like you are wanting to really plant seeds with this person. Like I feel like you are really wanting this to grow into something. Because I almost see it like he's holding up a pentacle, but I was kind of seeing this as seeds. Yeah, I just feel like it's kind of like that energy of you're willing to go through this journey with them and put in the work that it would require. Because the the pages, you know, talk about starting on a new path, starting on that new journey. And the pentacles are about the material world, the material possessions, not just money. Investing in things, you know. And so I feel like you're kind of starting to plant some seeds with this person. And I think you're really, really hoping it grows into something. I think that's where you're at. I think you're kind of like, you kind of feel like you feel like you have found a bit more peace. And you're kind of just like, wow, maybe in past relationships, you thought you were planting seeds with those people and it was the right place, but you realized that that soil wasn't good. That wasn't soil that was going to last. It wasn't seeds that were going to actually grow. But I feel like you feel that with this person, these seeds can actually take root and grow in your life and turn and blossom into something. Which is really sweet to see. Hi Maddie, how are you? I hope you're having a good day. Okay, let's glance at the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So here's the page in case you want to pause it. In the future. The Knight of Coins represents an individual who has garnered a reputation for being reliable. You are meticulous and hardworking, even though you are not especially ambitious. You are good at what you do exactly in your position, and you do not seek opportunities to advance. You value routine at the expense of growth, and you may be a little risk-averse. Yeah, I feel like you do probably look for, especially in a partner, someone who definitely things could last more long-term, or at least right now, like, I think you are starting to view things in a long-term perspective. Like, maybe in the past you've been with people where things were a bit more chaotic or risky, but as this says at the end, you value routine at the expense of growth, and you may be a little risk averse. But I feel like yeah, it's like this. It has this energy of like it's much more calm and maybe consistent, and it feels better overall. Is what I'm seeing. But yeah, that's good. That's good. And now, for your person and what they're wanting from this connection currently, let's look at the Devil and Temperance. I'm curious what it says for this deck, because I don't think I've read those cards yet for this one. Well, let's find the Devil. Okay. And that is upright. So here's the page, in case you want to pause it in the future. It's kind of hard to read, but I'll read out. The Devil is the avatar of compulsion and desire. Though we are inclined to temper our indulgent impulses, it is sometimes healthy to seek an outlet for them. You might take the next opportunity to yield your passions. It could be just what you need. However, the Devil also warns you not to lose yourself in your passions, or they will become your vices. And then let me find the Temperance page as well, because I feel like these need to be read together. That's kind of what I was... Oh, Temperance is before it. Okay. Here's Temperance. Temperance signifies self-discipline and strength of character. As death suggests an ever-changing world, temperance represents the certainty that the most essential parts of ourselves will remain. Despite the challenges and the pain that often accompany change and growth, you may find that your strong personal and interpersonal foundations help keep you grounded. This is so interesting. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like there's these two energies of like two sides of the same coin. I don't know if like with his energy, I don't know if there's like some internal struggles that they may be having. Or maybe have had with past relationships, because initially that was one of the things I thought of when the Devil came out, is how it's almost like because both of these cards talk or like kind of have imagery of duality. Temperance has balance with cups, two cups. The Devil has like sometimes more toxic energy with like it's between two people. And I don't know if like maybe there's just been like some toxic energy in his past, or even just active things that he's dealing with, and it feels internal. Like I feel like there's probably a lot that is very, very vulnerable to him, and I feel like he might not be very, like, I feel like these are the kinds of things that he would only trust with certain people. And it's interesting because I almost feel like I'm like being blocked from receiving certain information, just because of how his energy is. And I also believe I'm only ever gonna be told like what is okay for me to know, you know. So if anyone's ever worried about that, like, I kind of intend, you know, to only channel things that are I guess okay with the person, with the person's spirit guides or whatever. But like, yeah, it just feels like this struggle between these two energies, like light and dark. And I feel like it may just be he's really working through getting over this devil energy. And not that this devil energy, the devil isn't always completely like about negatives. Oh, freedom, that was a word I heard when looking at this card. I don't know if maybe in some way he's been kind of constricted in his past, maybe emotionally, with the environment. There's also like, I'm getting like a lot of responsibility. That might be something you guys relate to with each other, is like the responsibilities you both carry in your lives. And I think you guys can understand that and understand certain struggles you've had. And I feel like it's almost like we're working on releasing these chains so that it can kind of like transform this energy into temperance. Temperance is feels a lot more free and balanced and stable. Whereas the devil is, I'm seeing this as more like constrictive energy. Or even parts of himself that he has held back and that he's learning to express. I think he's wanting to be better for this connection. To be the best version of himself that he can be right now for this, because I think he cares a lot. Like, he feels deeply. And I think you do too. Okay, now for where this connection is possibly heading, keep in mind, since this is kind of going into the future, anytime I talk about the future, please take it with a grain of salt. The future is always changing, energy is always changing. I could be right, I could be wrong. Okay. Honestly, the first thing that this kind of makes me think of is, as you guys continue to grow and be together, especially if it's a long-term thing, I definitely think it's kind of giving that vibe of like how sometimes married couples get really wrapped up in their life as a married couple. And now this isn't me saying you guys are gonna get married. Obviously that's up to you guys. Like, I don't know, like, what, you know, especially since I know you mentioned you've only been together a month, you know. I'm not saying we have to jump ahead to that, but that's just the comparison that's in my mind of like, I feel like you guys are probably are gonna have a lot of focus towards each other and your connection, and really that's gonna be the priority. And so I think something Spirit's kind of telling me with this is, because like this Three of Cups is the friendship card. So I feel like you guys might not have as much time for certain friends or other connections in your life as you used to. And maybe some of your own friends might notice that as well. And I don't think that always has to be like a super bad thing or anything, you know, that I think that just happens. Like I said, it's kind of like, you know, it's that married couple that are just like really in love and really focused on their connection and in their own life. And I think that's something that you might have to learn to be okay with, or just a challenge you may figure out. And like I said, this is kind of like future energy, so I don't know how soon this is. But at the very least, I think it's telling me that you both are really putting each other as a priority. And I think that's I think that I see that as a good thing, you know. I will glance at the Three of Cups reversed for this, but I don't know if it's, because that's, you know, I got a very specific meaning for this, and I don't know if this okay, I mean, I'll read it, but you know, not everything has to resonate. So, the Three of Cups reversed. The bonds within your social circle are made tenuous by jealousy and insecurity. There is mercenary behavior among people who once had each other's best interests at heart. Gossip and lies undo previously sturdy bonds. Now, okay, that puts it very aggressively. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be that aggressive. I think it's just more so like you might start to grow apart from certain friends and stuff because you're focused on this relationship. And I honestly think that happens in life. And maybe me telling you this might bring you a bit more awareness of like, oh, maybe I should check on some friends more or certain people more, you know? But that is up to you, and I don't like I said, I don't think I like necessarily blame people for doing that or for like, you know, loving their partner and spending a lot of time with them. And I feel like for some people it's a very natural thing, and for some people that's kind of, you know, the path they're on in their life. But everyone is different with that stuff, you know. But yeah, I definitely, both of you are very, very, you're trying very hard for this relationship, for this connection. You're trying your best for each other, which is really sweet. I've already seen it already happening. I've been trying to talk to a lot of friends. Yeah. I think that's something you'll have to learn to balance, and figure out, you know. And I think the friends, I think a lot of your friends will be understanding, you know. But obviously it's up to each individual person, but yeah, that might just be something to be aware of, is like, you know, if that's something you really value, Violet, is like, I do still want to, you know, have time for friends. Yeah, just having some more awareness about that. Because people really care about you and really like having you around, you know. But yeah, just remember you don't have to be perfect, you know. You guys are just two humans, two people, both within the context of this relationship and, you know, the friend thing as I'm talking about, you know. Don't put too much pressure, you know. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. I believe that. But yeah, okay. I think that's where I'm gonna end your reading, Violet. I hope that resonated. I hope you like that. At the very least, I hope you liked listening to me yap. And you can rewatch anytime on my YouTube channel. I love having my friends around. Like you, yeah. I mean, I love hanging out with you too, Violet. I do miss hanging out with you. I do. You're very lovely to be around. Hi, Dragon Wolfin. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. I think we are going to do one more free reading. Unless someone donates, then they might, spot might go to them. Donation readings are open the entire stream. But yeah, we will choose the next free reading after I go on a quick ad break. I do ads between readings. !join on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you can ask and I'll add you. If you want a guaranteed reading, you're welcome to donate to my Kofi. You get more cards and your reading's guaranteed. doing not bad. I'm just, oh, nice. Make sure you rest, drink some water. But yes, okay. I will see you guys after the ads. Oh yeah, thank you for leaving, Violet. I forgot to do that. Okay, I'm back. Ooh. Can I words any of these words? I don't think it's gonna work. Yay, got one. What do you mean that doesn't work? Steal? That's crazy. I swear that's a word. What? Wait, why did it work for Nyx? Excuse me? Excuse me? Wait, that's crazy. I'm upset. What? Excuse me? You guys saw that too, right? You're just that's crazy. That's crazy. Do you even read books? Do you even read books, Nyx? Cause I read. You do? Okay, well. Okay. I don't know if I can read. I mean, you're doing great for not sure if you can read. Yet you're here in the chat. Yeah, I do know it's spelled with an extra E, but there was not 3 E's. Okay. We are gonna pick the next freebie. Since I don't think anyone donated, right? While I was gone? No, okay. Alrighty. Who's gonna be the final freebie for today? We shall see. Okay, hold on. It's taking a minute. Yeah, okay. Okay, we could do you next, and especially since I think I did choose you earlier, but you were gone for a minute. So Nyx, let me know what your question is, what kind of reading you're wanting. And if you would like, you could choose from one of my freebie spreads right here. But no worries if you have something specific or whatever, we can figure it out. Yeah, that's okay. And just so you know, even though the freebie queue is now closed, anyone is still welcome to donate if you're still wanting a reading, if you're still able to. You're welcome to donate to my Kofi throughout the whole stream. Donation readings are open the entire stream. But yeah. Advice on mini thoughts and dealing. Okay. I can do that for you. Let me put these cards away. And though you glance away. Alright, let me write you down and shuffle your cards. General B. Shall get some advice for you next. What does next need to know? Dealing with those negative thoughts. Baby poop and a fairy wink wonk. We'll do that for you in just a moment. Here's your fairy wink wonk mix. And here is your Biwi boop. Biwi! Wah, 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 wah. Here's your boops. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Wah, 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 wah. I really want to get seasonal outfits for Biwi. Yes, Supreme Cult Leader Biwi. You just reminded me, if anyone wants to join the Biwi cult, you're welcome to join my Discord server. That's not what the Discord server is about. We just have a Biwi cult section because some of my friends just started buying Biwis as well. And now Biwi is a cult leader. As that goes, you know. But yeah, if anyone wants to join my Discord server, the link's there in the chat. That's where you can get the best updates about me when I'm streaming and look at other stuff I'm working on, and yeah. Okay. Let's pull your cards. Me and Dewey are devout followers of Supreme Cult Leader Dewey. Yes, thank you, thanks, thank you. Your allegiance is appreciated. Okay, let's pull your cards. What do we have for your situation? Ruthlessness is mercy upon our side. Interesting that just came in my mind. Okay, obstacle. And then your advice card. This one's taking a minute to shuffle out. Ah. Okay. Let's get your timestamp. So, Nyx, your timestamp is 2 hours, 43 minutes, and 1 second. So, since I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, if you ever want to rewatch your reading, you can do so over on my YouTube channel. All my streams save there afterwards, and I usually put the timestamp in the comments below when stream is over. So, let me sip some water. I've been drinking a lot of water. For your situation card. Oh, I'll have to, let me check. Gosh darn it, it's the Roman numeral again. Hold on. We have the something of cups. Let me find it. Unless you can read Roman numerals and want to tell me by the time I look for this. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 of cups. Okay. For your situation card. For your obstacle card, we have the 6 of Pentacles, I believe. I know, I need to learn instead of just looking it up. And for your advice card, we have the Devil. This has been a theme today, it seems. I'm noticing how these are all different colors. In my defense, I can't see the numerals. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these are straightforward. So, with this 4 of Cups, this is energy of sitting there, pondering your feelings, your emotions, having a lot of thoughts, which makes sense with the question you asked, right? And I feel like you're almost spending maybe too much time in your head. Instead of actually moving through the emotions and moving through just your life in general. Because, you know, this is a mermaid sitting on a rock. The mermaid belongs in the water, right? Swimming in the water, going and doing, but she's just sitting there thinking in her head. Just staring at all these emotions and all these things rather than actually moving and doing other things and progressing in her life. And now obviously it's important to ponder, to reflect, but I think in this case for you, it's there's not a balance and you are... Yeah, I just heard in my head the word lonely. I think loneliness can especially feed into those thoughts, those negative things in your head. And I think one of the best things you can do is, like I said, is to just do things. Do things rather than just sit there. It's kind of like that thing of like, I know sometimes, or, okay, for me as an example, in the past, my mental health used to be so much worse. I used to, you know, be very depressed, and I'm still anxious, but like, you know, my anxiety and stuff was, I just was not feeling good on the daily. And sometimes I had like people who would push me to go on walks or just do certain things and connect with others. And that, even though it didn't fix the problem as a whole, it still helped. It helped rejuvenate me and have a moment of peace, of feeling better. And I noticed, you know, the more I am just doing things with others, connecting with others, and going out, and instead of just spending all this time in my head, overall it helps me feel better. And so I think that's some initial first advice, is to keep connecting with others in this Nix, because that is how, that's one way, I guess, to kind of deal with those thoughts, is realizing there is so much more to the world than just those thoughts in your head, and that you are so much more than that, and that spending time with good people will show you that you're worth more than whatever those thoughts are saying, you know? Now with the obstacle with the 6 of Pentacles. Let me read this page. Okay. Okay, so you want to pause it in the future. The 6 of Coins suggests the sharing of wealth and putting your money where your mouth is. Resources are exchanged to benefit the greater good, and kindness is rewarded. Money is bequeathed in a manner that is motivated by generosity instead of profit. You are experiencing a moment wherein wealth is leveraged for positive ends. This is the card of philanthropy. Okay, I'm getting a specific imagery or message of like, I don't know, I'm getting a specific message of like, I'm imagining there's like a table of people, of friends, and it's kind of like there's a spot for you at that table, and it's your choice whether you are just going to stand in the corner, or are you going to actually walk up and sit with those people at the table and be present with them? Because if you're standing there in the corner, of course you're just alone with your thoughts and alone with yourself, and sometimes to combat that, at least right now, is by going and sitting at the table and engaging in those moments, engaging in those conversations. And I think you're already trying your best to do that, but continue to do that. Because I think choosing to go and sit at that table rather than stand in the corner will help a lot with easing those thoughts. Obviously, like I said, it's more of like a in the moment being present thing, and it's never gonna completely like, well, it depends. It's not like gonna solve all your problems, but it helps you live with them, especially until you can grow and figure out other solutions, right? And so I think this is very much advice for you right now. What if the people at the table is that family at the family reunion, I don't want to sit with them. Then find a different table. Put your energy towards a table that you do want to sit at. Because I was seeing that as like being present, like this is a table that it's people that you want to be there. And maybe sometimes you don't feel worthy, or especially in your past, you have probably had struggles in relationships where you didn't really feel worthy, and you probably still deal with that. And that'll help you feel worthy is by choosing and just going and taking that chance and sitting with those people, and that will actually help. That will help your thoughts like that over time, because you're exposing yourself to the fact that like, oh, I do belong here. I deserve to take up space. I deserve good friends. I deserve kindness towards myself. It's like I just heard it's like exposure therapy, you know, like you have to actively choose to put your energy towards that instead of putting all your energy towards those thoughts. That's what I'm seeing. And obviously that's your obstacle, so that's, you know, you're struggling with that right now, and you're learning how to do that. Keep going. And yeah, I guess you could say it's distraction, but like I was saying, it's like energy towards you just need to learn where to put your energy. Choose where to put your energy. Because that's something I've had to learn. Because your energy is very precious. And it'll help a lot. And now with your advice card. Advice card with the devil. I've been getting better at that, making effort to hang out with people I really want to. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, that's what I was saying with you choosing to go sit at that table. That's you choosing to go sit at the table instead of just waiting. Because the truth is, when people like you know, you're standing in the corner, like it's not that people don't want you there. It's just that like it's almost like you're hiding yourself away, or you know, you got to make people aware that you want to hang out and that you want to spend time with them. And I think you're starting to see, like, oh, if I ask. If I just try, if I just go sit at the table, people will welcome me, you know? It's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, with this devil, with this advice, I think you're learning to live more freely. You're learning to move past these constrictions that are in your mind. You need to remember that these are just thoughts, and these thoughts can't hurt you. You have the power. I know sometimes it can feel like a lot, but you are the one in control, Nyx. Like I said, your thoughts can't hurt you. You don't always have to listen to them. And that's why it's so important for you to actually stand up and move and go towards that table. That's why it's important for you to take action, to physically be present in the world. Even if that's like virtually online sometimes, like you doing that is fighting those thoughts. Even just you being happy and having a good time with friends is fighting those thoughts, okay? That is how you get through this. Is by doing. Spending time with your friends. Go sitting at the table. Because you're proving to your thoughts that you are stronger than that. And that you are capable and are deserving of love, you know? I used to just be there because I was really shy and thought, oh, I'm not special, I'm just a viewer. They are okay to let me. Yeah, I understand that completely, Nyx. I understand that. I was the same way. I'm still kind of like that sometimes, you know? But I think especially with streaming has helped me a lot. It has helped me realize it's okay for me to take up space. It's okay for me to participate, you know? It's okay for me to actually be the one living life instead of just being the one in the corner standing there. Because I can relate to you very deeply with that. But yeah, you deserve to take up space, Nyx. And that's how you deal with those thoughts, is by showing them, proving those thoughts wrong. Every time you have a good moment with your friends, just know that you're proving those thoughts wrong, okay? And to really focus on that and put your energy towards that. So yeah. I think that's where I'm going to end your reading, Nyx. I really hope this resonated and I hope it helped you. I'm wishing you the very best. You got this. You're doing amazing. Just keep going, okay? And yeah, if you ever want to rewatch this, you can do so anytime over on my YouTube channel. Okay. So, that was the last freebie we'll be doing today. If anyone wants to do any last-minute donation readings, you are welcome to. We are going to go on an ad break, so during that time, if you would like, you can donate to my Kofi for a reading, if you're still wanting one, if you're able to. Otherwise, I will be live again with another tarot stream on Monday. You can join my Discord for updates. I will be live probably this week for the Root TTRPG on Thursday as well. But yeah, I usually do tarot streams on Mondays. And you can stay updated with that Discord link in the chat. But yes, go donate now. Now's the time if you're wanting any last minute donation readings. If not, that's okay. I would appreciate it though if you guys stayed after the ads, if we aren't doing a reading for the raid, because we will go raid someone. It would mean a lot to me if you stuck around for that. You don't have to stay and watch the person if you don't want to. But yeah, it'd mean a lot if you stayed around for a minute. But yeah, we shall see whether or not we'll do a reading after the ads. I will see you all in a couple minutes. Okay. I'll wait till this one ends in like a few seconds. Okay. Welcome back. Okay, like last call for any donation readings coming through. But if not, then we are gonna raid out to someone. I think I know who we're gonna try and raid. So the first, copy the first message if you're subscribed, copy the second one if you're just a follower. But yeah, it would mean a lot to me if you guys stuck around for the raid, copied the message and all that. You don't have to stay if you don't want, but yeah, copy the message. And I think we are gonna do, let's see, let me double check. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I'm a little tired. Let me go to my following. Hi, Big Austin. Oh, sorry, my model's not moving right now because I'm looking for someone to raid right now on my phone. Hi, hello. I hope you're doing well. I actually am just about to raid out to someone, but no worries. I'm gonna be doing more tarot readings next Monday. Oh, and once again, if anyone wants to join my Discord server, if you haven't already, you can join. You can get updates about when I'm streaming, and also, like, I have art commissions and stuff open right now. So yeah. But I'm looking for someone to raid. So give me a moment. I think there's a few people I know who are live. Okay, yeah, we are gonna raid. Let me make sure I got the name right. I think we're gonna raid Lost. So, my friend Lost. So yes, copy this first message if you're a subscriber. If you're a follower, copy this second one. But yeah, thank you all for joining me today. It'd mean a lot if you stuck around for the raid. I think we had some good readings today. I'm excited. I will check, and I might re-upload this VOD to YouTube because the YouTube live was not live the whole time, which did not know that, but that's okay. I will figure it out. But I will see you all either Wednesday, but for sure on Thursday, for the Root TTRPG. And yeah, take care of yourselves, rest, drink water, eat food, go do the things, go to the bathroom. And yeah, I love you all very, very much. Thank you for joining me today. Bye-bye!